as I said before, there are two kinds of arguments. One is deductive argument, which we've just talked about, validity, sound, etc. Well, now there are inductive arguments. Deductive arguments are arguments where the truth of the premises are meant to guarantee the truth of the conclusion. Inductive arguments are different. Inductive arguments are arguments where the truth of the premises is meant to lend strong support to the truth of the conclusion. Okay? So, lend strong support. What this means is, if the premises are true, it is probable that the conclusion is true. But I can, in fact, have an inductive argument with true premises and a false conclusion. From your book, remember, page numbers are at the bottom of the screen. 85% of the students at this university are Republicans. Sonia is a student at this university. Therefore, Sonia is probably a Republican. This is an inductive argument. This is an argument where the premises are meant to give a degree of probability to the conclusion, but not guarantee it. A strong inductive argument is one where the premises give a high degree of probability to the conclusion. So consider our argument from the textbook. 85% of the students at this university are Republicans. Sonia is a student at this university, therefore Sonia is probably a Republican. Could it be the case that premises 1 and 2 are true and the conclusion is false? Yes. It could be that 85% of the students are Republican, and it could be that Sonia is a student, and yet Sonia is not a Republican. Do premises 1 and 2 give a high degree of probability to the conclusion? Yes. Because our figure that we're using is 85%, that's a pretty high figure. So 85% of the students at the university are Republican. This means that if we just grab somebody, we are likely to grab somebody that is Republican. So this is a strong inductive argument. Now, if we said 25% of the students at this university are Republicans, Sonia is a student at this university, therefore Sonia is probably a Republican, that would not be a strong argument. That would not be a strong inductive argument because I have a 75% chance of grabbing somebody that's not a Republican. Does that make sense? So, a cogent argument is a strong inductive argument with true premises. This is, different from our deductive arguments because in deductive, we talked about valid and sound. We will never, ever, ever talk about an inductive argument being valid. Inductive arguments are not valid because validity means that if the premises are true, the conclusion has to be true. And inductive arguments don't say that. Does that make sense?